The feud between Qatar and its Gulf neighbours has worsened in recent days. Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain and Egypt restricted diplomatic and economic ties with gas-rich Qatar in June. They accused the country of supporting terrorism, which Qatar denies. Now, the UAE reported that on Monday, Qatari fighter jets twice intercepted Emirati commercial planes on their way to Bahrain. Qatar says the claim is completely untrue and instead says Emirati planes violated its airspace in recent weeks. A day earlier, Qatari royal Sheikh Abdullah bin Ali Al Thani accused the UAE of holding him against his will when he visited Abu Dhabi. UAE officials denied the allegations and said he left the country, but gave no details about his destination. Following the reported interception of planes, Qatar's stocks fell to their lowest level since the dispute broke out last year. Dubai stocks also extended losses. Both exchanges recovered slightly on Tuesday. And our editor-at-large, Craig Copetas, joins me now from Paris. Welcome, Craig. Now, oil prices have pushed to their highest levels in about 3 years. Tensions in the Gulf also increasing, but the two aren't really connected, are they? And are investors becoming a little bit too cavalier about the potential effects of a major disruption in the Gulf?
No, 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 and no. The situation in Qatar has absolutely nothing to do with oil. It has everything to do with natural gas, which Qatar has in abundance. You know, as there's no fortress so strong that money cannot take it. Cicero said that back in ancient Rome. And no one has the money to take Qatar except Qatar. They have natural gas reserves estimated, conservatively estimated, at 896 trillion cubic feet. Let's put that in some perspective. At current prices and consumption, that's enough gas to last until the year 2172. And guess what? It's being protected by the most remarkable alliance probably in the world right now. The Turkish army, which has boots on the ground, the American Air Force, which has airplanes on the ground in Qatar, and Iran. So Qatar has all the money. Their GDP per citizen is pegged at around 690,000, and there's only 313,000 Qataris living on planet Earth. So Qatar's not going anywhere. I don't care what the stock market's saying. This crisis can continue for a long time to come, and guess what? The Qataris will never look at it as a crisis. The Saudis will, however.
So how long can Qatar hold out at this rate?
Well, just based on the arithmetic, at least until the year 2172. You know, we don't know what's going to happen in the coming days and months, but quite some time. They have the capital, you know, the income to do this. You know, the greatest asset of money is the facilitation of power. And on top of that, Qatar has investments, major investments, in gigantic European and U.S. corporations and institutions. So they're always going to get backing from the West, regardless of what Donald Trump has to say about the Saudis. People need natural gas. Natural gas is clean energy. The Saudis have oil. That is dirty energy. The Qataris have money to fund whatever they want. The Saudis are so broke that they're scrambling around to find seed capital for Saudi Vision 2030, and they're floating the royal family's personal piggy bank, Saudi Aramco, a portion of that, to try and even raise more capital. All Qatar has to do, if they want more money, they just ramp up the little valve that allows more natural gas to come from their oil fields and then liquefy it and ship it abroad. They can do that for quite some time before.
Is it a little too soon to write Saudi Arabia and the UAE off, though? I mean, they do have billions and billions of, hundreds of billions of dollars, potentially, that they can deploy in all of this.
Of course. No, it's not too early to, you know, you can't write them off. They're in the Gulf. It would be the height of silliness to suggest they're not a factor. But the point is, Qatar is not running around the world scrambling for investment capital, and the Saudis are. That's the big difference. Qatar doesn't need to go begging.
Okay. Craig Copetas in Paris. Thanks so much.